Welcome to week 1 of TD Culture Lab Art Entrepreneur 101. Tonight we are going to learn about what is an artist bio, artist CV versus artist resume. My name is Jacqueline Mak Almond, and I am the Creative Director and Strategist of the Mississauga Arts Council. The webinar is part of our TD Culture Lab Professional Development webinar series presented by Mississauga Arts Council and sponsored by TD Bank Group. The Mississauga Arts Council is a registered charity dedicated to fostering the growth of arts sector by cultivating creative opportunities and connections between artists and residents of Mississauga and beyond. MAC is dedicated to providing service-based programming to artists, funding artist-led programs, and growing awareness of the arts to build a vibrant and thriving cultural community. The Mississauga Arts Council acknowledges that the land on which we gather is part of the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga of the Credit First Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and Wyandot Nations. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land and give our respect to these peoples and their ancestors who have been inhabitants and caretakers of this land since time immemorial. We also recognize that Mississauga is now home to many global Indigenous peoples. Okay, let's learn about what is an artist bio, artist CV versus artist resume. Our agenda, very clear, what is bio, what is it for and why it matters, artist CV, artist resume, the key difference, best practices, tips. So what is it and why does it matter? First off, an artist bio or biography is a narrative paragraph or two that introduces you as an artist. It summarizes your background, your artistic practice, key accomplishments, and current work. It's also written in third person and focuses more on your story and identity as an artist than your full history or technical details. The goal is to give a sense of who you are as an artist and why you do what you do and what you create. I do have an example underneath. For example, Sarah Chen, 1993 till present, is a visual artist specializing in mixed media collage. So right off the bat, you've introduced yourself, you stated the time in which you've started your practice, your medium of choice, your expertise, and where you are located based in Mississauga and the GTA. You can have many locations under your artist bio, and that's fine too. Her work explores themes of memory and identity through fragmented imagery and layered textures. That really gives the viewer a sense of what you do in your work. So you play with a lot of textures, fragmented imagery. Chen received her BFA from Ontario College of Art and Design and has exhibited her work in numerous local and national galleries, including Art Gallery of Mississauga and Blue Crow Gallery in Toronto, your location. You might have exhibited in many locations all throughout the world or in your local province, and you want to just bracket that and label that too. Her recent series, Echoes, is a collection of works that delve into the complexities of personal history and the passage of time. So more of her current work, and you can always pull up quotes from articles that you've been featured in. I do have resources underneath that I would like to bring up and show you, in which case Bauji Gallery is very prominent in Toronto, and Erin Armstrong is a contemporary figurative painter. And as such, you can see that she has allowed our audience to know that this is the date she started, and currently she is still working and practicing. Is a contemporary figurative painter who looks to the human imagination as a source of inspiration, particularly interested in the ways the mind can conjure and create worlds of piecing together memory and experience. So immediately, she allows the viewer to understand that her particular interest is in ways the mind can conjure and create worlds by piecing together memory and experiences. And then she talks about her patterns, the way she creates organic forms, as well as the artist's past as a graphic designer has informed her making and composition tendencies. Armstrong has no formal fine art training. So there are many ways that you can highlight yourself and present yourself to the viewers in your artist bio. I have two more underneath below, but they are included in the PDF presentation. So I hope that you take some time to explore them. So what is included? I've broken it down into point forms. As mentioned before, name and medium, clearly state your name and the primary medium. Background, briefly mention relevant education, training, or significant experiences that have shaped your artistic practice. You might not have formal training like Erin, and that's fine too, because you can still include that. Style themes, describe the artist's unique style, recurring themes, or the subject matter. Notable achievements, highlight key accomplishments such as exhibitions, collections, awards, or publications. Current projects, mention any ongoing projects or upcoming exhibitions that artist yourself is currently working on, even in a collaborative sense as well. Location, include your current location or the base that you are operating on. It could be a residency as well. Tone and style, write in third person using clear and concise language, avoiding jargons. Conciseness, keep the bio short and focused. Typically, it is around 250 words or less. Individualize, so important. Please tailor the bio for different purposes, such as your website could be a different bio, your exhibition catalog is a different bio, or a press release bio is different, but really cater towards what you're focusing on and stay true to what you are presenting currently. Underneath, I've included resources that will help you with your artist bio, as well as how to write and guides, best practices, tips and tricks. And of course, I myself is a visual learner, so I've included YouTube videos and templates as well. Artist CV, what is it and why it matters? So, an artist CV or curriculum vitae is a detailed document that outlines your professional and academic history. In this context of arts, it is often used instead of a resume, especially when you are applying for exhibitions, grants, residencies, academic positions, or gallery representations. So, what are the things that you should include? And sometimes you don't have all of these, and that's fine too. That's why you slowly build it up over time. So, what to include? Exhibitions, solo and group shows organized chronologically, usually from most recent to oldest, awards, nominations, honors, grants, scholarships, prizes, residencies, artist in residence programs or fellowships, commissions, notable projects that you have done in the public sphere or in the private sphere. That's very important. Collections, where your work has been exhibited. Publications, articles, interviews, or features about your work. I always say when you receive articles, take a screenshot of it, save it as a PDF if you can, because they are great backlogs to keep. You might run into a situation where you work with a client and they ask for proof, and at least you have that saved because sometimes articles on the web won't be archived. Please include talks and lectures such as panels, guest lectures, or presentations, even professional experiences such as teaching, curating, relevant jobs, workshops, mentorships. Please include those, as well as affiliations, memberships in arts or collectives or organizations. And a great example would be Erin's CV. So at the top, she's included her very concise, very short artist bio, and underneath, she's listed chronologically all her works up till now. And sometimes you may notice that there is a hiatus. She hasn't done work till from 2016 until 2019, and that happens. And obviously, right during COVID, a lot of artists had to stay at home, so a lot of things have been closed. So I wouldn't put too much pressure on yourself if you don't see the time always chronologically. That's okay too. and selected collections that she's included with her clients that she's worked with, publications and features, and selected residencies. So this is a really good one. I've included several more underneath, so please take a look. So an artist resume. An artist resume is a professional document that outlines in a lot more detail your artist background, your experience, your accomplishments, and credentials. So usually they are a small little paragraph or a couple of sentences. And unlike a traditional resume, it usually focuses on your artistic achievements, such as exhibitions, residencies, grants, publications, collections, education relevant to the arts and your practices. It's typically used when applying for opportunities such as gallery representation, grant funding, residencies, or public art commissions. So I just want to make this very clear that this is not a traditional resume. I am talking about an artist resume. What to include? Please, so important to include your contact information, your name, your email, your phone, your social handles, the city that you are currently living in. There's so many times where when we read artists' resumes, the location is not included, a website for us to understand and look at your work professionally, and a phone number. Sometimes you may have opportunities and we email you, and maybe the email drops into spam, but a phone number is almost always instant. So please, contact information is so important. Of course, professional summary, your artist statement, which I will get into in another webinar. Education, schools, degrees, art-related training and workshops, solo exhibitions, year, title, gallery name, city, province, state. Um, that order is preferred. If not, it's okay too. Group exhibitions, same format as above, can be divided into juried or non-juried if needed. Spanish residencies, awards and grants, public art commissions, publications, press articles, interviews, features in magazine, books, or blogs. And usually, if these could be linked out to the articles or interviews or featured magazines, that is very handy as well. Collections, public or private collections that include your work, professional affiliations, member of arts organizations, boards, collective, workshops, lectures, teaching experience, skills and technical experience if you're applying from a digital based sense or media based roles. Yes, usually when it comes to creating CVs or resumes, they are tailored. Here are the resources. I included videos and templates. So in your Google Doc templates, you can search, type in artist CV template, Google Docs, or in Canva, you can type in resume templates, which are geared to more a creative professional, and these tools are completely free. And of course, there are Word document examples too. So what are the key differences? First off, Artist CV is a long form, right? Can be 1 to 5 pages, chronological, including everything. A CV grows as your career develops. It's your official career archive. It is especially helpful when you are applying to competitive juried shows or government funded opportunities. Artist resume. An artist resume is a short form, 1 to 2 pages, focused and tailored to specific opportunities. Now, sometimes people may ask, or organizations or counselors will ask, to include CV/resume, include both, because that will allow you ultimately in your artist resume to focus your wording and tailor your wording specifically to that opportunity, call, position, role, or whichever grant you're trying to apply. You can get a little bit more wordy in that aspect, whereas in the artist CV is your short artist bio, and then underneath is just chronological from the year that you've accomplished your works. Uses for both. Both uses are for grant applications. Both uses are for residency applications, gallery representations and exhibitions, public art commissions, RFQs, that's requests for commissions or RFPs, requests for proposals, or EOIs, expressions of interest, academic and teaching roles, portfolio reviews, and jury shows, art sales, and collector interest. So it comes to best practices and tips. Have both CV and resume. Update your CV frequently. Use Canva, it's totally free, and tailor your resumes. So, how do I start doing that? You have the resources, you have the templates in the PDF that I've included, ChatGPT prompts. A lot of the times, use ChatGPT as an assisted tool. We recognize the patterns in which the languages flow when you apply. That doesn't necessarily hinder the opportunities, but just bear in mind that you are catering your work and you want to represent your work well. And as much as a prompt or a chat GPT can do that, using your own words matters. So instead, I've highlighted key elements that are effective to the prompts, such as clear objectives, right? You want to start with a clear action word like help me write or help create or help generate, your desired outcome. Specified format, indicate your desired format, whether it is in bullet points, tables, or paragraphs, or give it a role. You can assign ChatGPT and ask, can you please check my grammar? Um, and it will help you, it will help guide you. The last page is the artist call opportunities. I've listed links that are frequently updated and have artist opportunities and calls. We have our own Mississauga Arts Council artist calls. Akimbo is a great one. It's global, it's international. Steps Public Art has a fantastic archive. They really do. I use them a lot of the times. The city of Mississauga has their own calls for submissions. Brampton Cultural Services has their own calls. The city of Toronto Arts Call as well. So any city, any province, you just type that into Google and type in artist calls or artist opportunities, and you will get a whole list of them. Mac has lots of opportunities for artists. Feel free to visit our website or sign up for our weekly email newsletter. If you would like to learn more, we would like to thank TD Bank Group for supporting tonight's events. But most importantly, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.